Hello everyone. My name is Majthoub. I'm from Jordan. I study in NAPS University, majoring in public administration and governance sciences. Today I'm going to present my topic, which is a qualitative study of Syrian refugee integration in Jordanian host community. So, as you know, social inclusion and integration, it's the process of making sure that all individuals and communities have equal access to opportunities and resources and can fully participate in social, political, and economic life. Refugees face additional barriers to inclusion, which would result in their social and economic exclusion and marginalization. As I mentioned, I'm going to discuss the case of Syrian refugees who live in Al Mafraq Governorate in Jordan. As you know, the Syrian crisis, which has started in 2011 and still going, has resulted in millions of Syrians to flee their countries, mainly to Turkey, Lebanon, and Jordan. So, Jordan is a country in the Middle East. It has a population of 11.3 million. It's a country with a fragile economy, diminishing resources, and income disparities. And it has a very high ratio of refugee per capita in the world, like it's one of the highest in the world. And as I mentioned, it has been mostly one of the most countries that has been affected by the Syrian crisis. So, Jordan today hosts 1.3 million Syrian refugees. Of those, there are 670,000 registered refugees with the UNHCR. 20% of them live here in refugee camps, mainly Al Zatari and Azraq, and 80% of them live in host community, between host community members in urban areas, mainly Amman, the capital, Irbid, Al Mafraq governorates. So as you can see here, the red part, they're mainly concentrated here in the northern part. How's their situation? Those who are living outside of refugee camps, 83% are living below the poverty line. According to latest vulnerability assessment, their situation is getting worse due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Ukrainian war, which affected the aid, which is targeted to Syrian refugees. They are struggling to earn an income and access basic services. There is very high competition for limited employment opportunities, and tensions are simmering between both host community members and the Syrian refugees. So until today, the Syrian refugees are still dependent on day-to-day humanitarian support, and there is very urgent and high need to shift from this short-term humanitarian approach to one that provides a greater inclusion. So my study is focusing specifically on the economic aspect of exclusion and the challenges Syrian refugees face in accessing labor market and maintaining their professions. So I followed a qualitative research approach, and I conducted an in-depth personal interviews with 13 Syrian refugees, both males and females, who live in Al Mafraq Governorate. Mainly, the study has showed many results, but I'm gonna just mention few because the time limitation. So the study participants are currently employed in freelance professions, farming, trade, and some in private sectors. It became evident that the Syrian refugees who participated in the study are working in labor market intending to obtain an income that allows them to survive. They usually work informally and insecurely for low wages, long hours, and under difficult working conditions. They constantly worry about the possibility of being terminated from their jobs. For this reason, the low income obtained is primarily used to meet basic needs such as food and shelter, giving the necessity of securing livelihoods for Syrian refugees living in Al Mafraq. Another tactic developed to overcome poverty is engaging in additional jobs, but it appears that the opportunities for such work and the impact of imposed laws and regulations vary. It has been also found that Syrian refugees who participated in the study face various mechanisms of spatial marginalization and have developed diverse tactics to confront it. They all live in designated neighborhoods within proximity that provide employment opportunities, while these areas also serve as centers for urban transformation. These results and many more highlighted the importance of addressing these issues through effective policies and practices to promote social integration and the well being of Syrian refugees in Jordan. Thank you very much for listening.